gutta!
Skål! Skål!
Hello and welcome back for another round of Tipsy Wednesday, presented from the Penthouse Bar. With us, as usual, our host and editor, Bjørn!
Howdy ho!
And of course, our host, in-house villain, and self-proclaimed cultured man, Junior!
Hello there. Hello there.
And last but not least, our host, social media manager, and bringer of... Shit, I forgot. Thomas.
Hello! Video editor.
Yeah, you're video editor, yeah.
I'm not
Damn.
bringer of anything in this podcast.
Yeah, you don't... You bring the video in the end.
That I do.
Yeah.
You're the bringer of videos?
Bjørn's mistake there was on the Norwegian podcast and the bringer of fun facts. Or random facts.
Yeah.
But I don't have such a segment on this one.
Should we address the time of recording or just skip swiftly past it?
No.
Oh well, I'll address it because we're recording this at an unusually early hour compared to...
Real early, it's dark outside.
Yeah.
at your place.
Welcome to Norway.
It's still light out here though.
What? Oh yeah, see the window there.
Yeah.
Still, what the fuck?
Difference between south and north.
It's like 3 o'clock in the middle of the day. Because of...
Or the afternoon.
Afternoon, yeah. Because of life stuff, so I have to make this recording now. So I don't know about you guys, but there's some daytime drinking for me.
Well, I'm done with drinking.
Junior had his fair share of drinks yesterday, or so I've heard rumors about.
Yeah.
Would you care to share or move swiftly on?
No, because I don't remember. Of course I had drink. But I don't remember what I drank, and I paid that cab home, which was about $70.
$70?
Yeah.
$70 for a cab. How far did you... What? Some far away party you were at.
No, not really.
Your neighbor?
But, yeah.
$70 or 70 kroner.
No, 500 kroner.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that's about $50 or $60. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Damn.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was nice paying your ass. Paying with
No.
what?
No, I don't know how I got the cab, but I got it. I imagine that someone helped me. I believe so.
So you were at that stage.
Yeah. when I'm drinking, I'm super top 100%, and then everything falls apart and I'm a wreck. I'm a broken man. You understand? Yeah, because when I puke, I usually do it at the bathroom, right? Because I know this is coming. I'm not the guy that just pukes all over myself.
You're not a surprised puke man.
No. But I'm on top of the world, 100% while I'm drinking, and then I puke, and then I'm fucking broken.
Oh.
Then, yeah, it's like it hits me like a train. You understand? And then I just go to the couch, lay down, and sleep, and hope everything goes over.
Okay, it sounds like you're having too many drinks way too fast, perhaps.
Yeah, that, and but I don't understand how it happens. I'm on top of the world, crash, then bed, and then I just want to get home.
It sounds like you just need to ease up on those drinks just a little bit, or a fair bit, to keep the tempo going, not have this sudden, like, bam, crash.
Yeah, but it isn't just suddenly. It is very suddenly, and I'm kind of proud of myself. I'm not. No, not really. But
how? Okay.
No, because this happened around 4 a.m.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to drink more. I'm dead. 4 a.m. is enough.
That's a reasonable hour for most people to be done.
Yeah, and then I'm super done.
At 4 a.m. I was fast asleep.
Yep, likewise.
Yeah, so was I.
Just about.
Just on the couch.
At 3:59, you hit the wall, and at 4 a.m. you were asleep.
Yeah, but I'm that person that goes to the couch where everyone is still partying, and then I'm sleeping, right?
Oh.
Yeah, because when I'm broken, I'm broken. I don't care.
Well, but that way, somebody will help you out, because it's very obvious that guy is done. So.
Yeah. So people were waking me up when the cab arrived. Thankfully.
Yeah, so that's the explanation right there. You were asleep at the couch in the living room of the party, and people noticed, like, he needs to go home, and they called the cab. And
no. I called the cab myself, I think, because I Google it and I have it dialed.
You have it on the search history.
Yeah, and I dialed it. I don't understand how I got this cab here. I'm just, oh, pick me up. Where you at? Right. I don't know the place.
I think that's one of the amazing survival instincts that is still within us humans. We still somehow can get a cab to our location, no matter what what condition we're in. We still get a cab.
Yeah, but I imagine that someone helped me with that phone call.
That's the modern survivalist right there.
Yeah. And for some, that you're able to speak to the cab driver while drunk. My place got a very, like, when you're drunk, you can say it very quickly, right? And it sounds like shit.
I think cab drivers or the call centers for cabs are like very used to those kinds of calls. So I think they're trained to interpret drunk talk. I think
they are linguistic experts.
Yeah, probably.
The hidden linguist. Yeah.
They've heard a drunk man before on the cab, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now that COVID has taken over again, right?
It's on the high rise again. Yeah.
It's and then when I got in this cab, he handed me a face mask, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's mandatory right now. What people doesn't tell you about face mask is that you can smell your own breath. Right? Or some residue of it.
Okay, yeah.
And while you have puked, that's not good.
No. Oh no! That's setting yourself up for disaster.
Yeah, I was like, this shit is no. So I did the very inappropriate thing to do with a face mask and pull it down so my nose got over it. So I didn't have to smell the shit.
That's like,
breaking the rules.
I broke the rules, but fucking hell, mate.
Well,
I'm not about to puke in a cab.
Okay, well, I can see your point. It's still wrong, but I can see why you did it in the situation you were in.
Yeah.
Okay.
While we're driving home from this party place, of course we saw a moose.
Of course.
And of course. And it was just laying on the road because I believe it had broken a foot or something because it tried to wobble out of the road, but no.
Well, you didn't hit the elk, the moose. It was on the road.
It was on the road.
Or something?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
For some reason I remember it vividly.
Okay.
Yeah, I can almost not remember anything, but I remember that.
Okay. Did you like stop and call the what's it called?
I believe they had already done it.
Okay.
To get it decapitated.
Decapitated? You mean like disposed of?
Yeah.
You don't like, that elk's leg is broken. Let's cut it off and you be on your way then. It's like, that's decapitation.
Give him a prosthetic.
No, I imagine you decapitate the head, right? That's decapitation.
Have you seen a moose? You don't do a decapitation of a moose with a knife. You need chainsaw-sized tools to decapitate something like that.
I imagine
Junior's the fucking villain. He probably has a fucking synth in his back pocket.
Synth.
Scythe. Yeah.
Scythe. Yeah.
Scythe? Oh.
Scythe.
Not a shiv.
No, not a shiv.
Shank. A jail shank.
I can shank this moose to death. No, I imagine like an executioner axe or something, like from Resident Evil 5.
Yeah. That Resident Evil 5 didn't hit very... compared to Resident Evil 4, it's like, no.
I don't have overly too much time the next couple of weeks to actually go through and edit the episodes properly, so there will not be any Resident Evil 5 stuff underneath here.
Okay, yeah.
For this segment.
Don't bother, Resident Evil 5 wasn't such a huge hit anyways, so...
No, but it's fun, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it didn't hold up to Resident Evil 4, and there were like 3 or 4 games after that didn't hold up to the legendary status that Resident Evil 4 had, and then they made the reboot series, which is very good.
Yeah, but I will defend Resident Evil 6 to the death.
I never heard of that. Is that
the
where the logo looks like a giraffe?
Sucking off a man or
getting
something.
a blowjob or something.
Just
Google it. Thomas, can you do that one at least? The Resident Evil 6 logo.
Give me a minute. I need to take notes.
Yeah, because it looks that number 6 in the Resident Evil 6 logo looks like a giraffe holding his head getting a blowjob. If you just have that in mind while looking at the logo, you can't unsee it. It's like, yep, that's a giraffe getting a blowjob.
Yeah. But
anyways, I never played that game. I heard it's very like arcadey and it's a fun co-op experience because it's co-op.
Yeah, it's a fun co-op experience and you don't have to take it seriously because it doesn't take itself seriously. It's so fucking ludicrous.
Speaking of fun co-op experiences, did you guys check...
Stop. Wait a fucking minute. Before we go on now, Junior has been ranting a long time about his partying last night. I still have to go through social medias.
Wow!
Before we're moving rapidly on.
We didn't even venture into social medias. Wow. We've been ranting for like 12, 30 minutes.
Yep.
And,
okay. I just posted something now while Junior were talking about his moose as well. So.
Wow, multitasking.
Yeah, multitasking. Yeah. You can see it clear as day on the YouTube video while I start doing something else. But since last time, I made a new logo for the Facebook page as well.
Yes. It's that one, isn't it? Like
it's this one actually. Yeah. But for those who are not watching on YouTube, go check out our Facebook page. It's the same logo, but I added a Christmassy background, and I added me, Junior, and Bjørn on it, and 2 Teslas with an explosion, and all around good stuff.
Yeah, because that's become a thing for some reason. I was like, okay.
But that...
it looks good. It looks good, Thomas.
It's not necessarily the Tesla exploding. It might just be an explosion before the Teslas go off on a race, because it's a Tesla Model S and a Tesla sports car. So I did not intend for it to be the Tesla itself exploding.
It's just America.
It's just American explosion.
America.
But I did post the the Isaac Butterfield YouTube clip I talked about last week, which you can go and check out to get a more gist of what the soaking is.
Oh, the fucking soaking.
Yep.
Oh. Well, it's not fucking. It's soaking.
It's not fucking, it's soaking, yeah.
It's fucking.
I did post a Merry Christmas clip from Apetur from 2017.
Oh, Apetur.
Where he actually in this clip, he's on the lake going on
ice skates.
Yeah, and he falls through the ice as well in the clip.
Yeah, but that's not
no, but the irony of it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that because I looked through the clip after I had posted it, but
I don't think if it's in his previous videos, it's not in bad taste. It's like, it's what he did. It was part of him. Like the silly things he did. Like going in his boxer shorts, drinking vodka while ice skating on the ice and deliberately falling into the ice.
Yeah.
It's like, woo, wacky, I'm drinking vodka, woo, it's fun, Merry Christmas.
Only because it's Christmas and that was the Christmas movie he made.
So,
I chose
with
to
all
post
due respect, Apetur, rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
Yep.
A Norwegian YouTuber.
A Norwegian YouTuber. Yeah.
The most famous Norwegian YouTuber.
Just wait till we get noticed. It'll blow up.
Oh, hell yeah, mate.
I did post Crash Bandicoot PlayStation, the comeback trailer for the Insane Trilogy remake.
Yes.
As I talked about last week, my mother absolutely loves Crash Bandicoot. So.
To be clear, do you play it through Steam? Is it available through Steam on PC? Or?
I play it through Steam, yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Which my mother did when she was here as well, with just using the Xbox controller.
Because I downloaded that game on my Nintendo Switch with my Nintendo Switch controller, but it just feels so different from the PlayStation controller, which I was used to. So I had it was the same good game remastered, but I just couldn't get a hold of the controller for Nintendo Switch at least.
Uh-huh.
So I just want to get that same PlayStation feeling that I had from the original. So you could get the PC version and use a PlayStation controller.
Yeah.
I imagine. Okay, maybe I'll do that.
It's just I prefer the Xbox controller instead of the PlayStation controller.
Okay.
Anyway, I also posted a trailer for Tekken 7 and Street Fighter 5, which I said last week my sister mostly beat me in those games. While I'm the one actually playing those types of games. Don't know what's going on there, but the trailer for the games are there. I did also post a trailer for 14 Peaks, Nothing is Impossible. That was the right movie, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, the Netflix documentary thing.
Yeah, the mountain movie, which you talked in length about last week.
Yeah, I've seen it featured every time I log into Netflix to watch JoJo. I've seen this featured. It's it's apparently very good and highly rated, and yep.
Yeah, it's an interesting watch. But speaking of Netflix, I've not seen this, but I will, because everyone is talking about Arcane,
the Riot animated series from the League of Legends games. Characters from that, at least.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, damn!
JoJo!
JoJo! Yeah.
Which Bjørn is currently watching on Netflix.
That's well, that's one way to put things in the video. Just do it as we go.
Edit on the fly. Yeah, but then I should have the files on my computer beforehand, which I just happened to have with JoJo, because I posted it on Facebook some time ago.
Okay.
Well,
and I posted the trailer for Matrix 4, which releases on Christmas Day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Matrix.
Looking forward to that. When I had COVID this summer, I watched through the 3 original Matrix movies in preparation for this one. So I hope they don't fuck it up too much.
Hopefully.
And this was the trailer I just posted while Junior were talking about his moose. But yeah, now we can talk about your co-op, or not co-op, but I believe online experience.
Yeah, we were speaking of... I kind of lost train of thought here. We were speaking of... I was trying to transition into this other game. What was it?
Was it not Final Fantasy?
No.
Oh!
The mountain... The mining game.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah.
Which is a game was like this. Other friends asked if we had any good co-op games to suggest, and I kind of had this on my radar for a long time. It's called Deep Rock Galactic. It says Deep Rock Galactic, danger, darkness, dwarves. It's basically a co-op shooter with a few different classes and a few RPG elements, and you basically have a few missions. You go down into the depths to mine resources and fight off aliens while doing this with your friends and shooting aliens and having a blast, quite literally, because it's apparently very highly rated on Steam.
Yeah, and I fucking tried to sell you this.
This is supposed to be a really hard game.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, it
As with many other things, when Junior tries to sell me things, I'm like, nah. And then a few months later, I rediscover it myself, and I was like, this sounds like a good game. And Junior is like, I fucking told you so. This is the case now.
Yeah, it's so frustrating.
I've done so with animes Junior have told me about. He's like, this is fucking good. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Then sometime later, he's like, oh, this looks nice.
We never take Junior seriously.
It's so fucking annoying. It's like, you rediscover it and then you come back to me and like, oh, like, have you heard of this? I'm like, I fucking pitched it to you, motherfucker.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
We should all start listening to Junior sometimes. When it comes to games and anime.
Yeah, because I rarely pitch something, right?
Yeah. We do sometime. Now and again.
Yep.
Now and again. And everything I pitch is really good, right? Because I wouldn't recommend something that I didn't feel was like 10 out of 10 to people.
Okay, well, you've recently, as far as I remember, recommended Deep Rock Galactic and Farm Simulator 2022. So, perhaps.
I've tried to pitch Farm Simulator just because we can drink and drive trucks.
Yeah, it sounds like a nice experience.
Yeah. We might just give it a shot. But maybe we should try that other game first.
Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah, it's 30. It costs $30, and that's full price.
I can imagine some people get confused because they are not true gamers. No, because the main menu is kinda not difficult, but yeah, you will get it when you start playing it.
I will recommend people who are keeping their eyes on games these days to remember that it's winter sale and Christmas sale on both GOG and Steam coming up in a week or two.
Yep. Does the winter sale start before Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, or do they start a few days prior?
I don't remember. I believe they start a couple of days prior and last up until New Year or something.
Because that would be a huge sales or a reason to like buy extra for Christmas gifts through Steam if they started the sales for a few days before.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I have a
Steam,
thought now.
if you're listening, this is a good idea. I can't recall. Maybe they've done this for years and I haven't noticed.
They have done the sales for years. It's nothing new.
Yeah, the sales, but when do they start? That's I can't recall.
I don't know, but I think it lasts a week or two. Is it 2 weeks maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it lasts through Christmas
because winter sale or Christmas sale and the summer sale are basically the 2 times a year I really buy games, unless it's something I really, really, really need to have right there and then. So mainly I just put things in my wish list, and at Christmas and summertime, so I go through them and buy whatever. Because they usually at half price or more.
Okay, but guys, I taking up the pitch again, because I usually don't pitch anime to you guys, right?
You did pitch me JoJo.
Yeah, I pitched you JoJo. That's the point. What have I pitched to you? I have pitched you JoJo.
And Attack on Titan.
Yeah, and Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Like, those are
top shows, yeah.
Top-notch shows. And then you're like, fuck off.
The thing is, though, with JoJo, you recommended it to me, probably Bjørn, around the same time. I started watching it before Bjørn. But I still finished JoJo long time before you did, Junior. You're still not finished.
Yeah.
What's the logic behind that?
This is a really good show. You should watch it. So
Yeah, but
I'm finished and you're still there.
No, but I started watching JoJo when it was season 1 or 2. I started way before. Because
I started season 4, or when season 4 was out.
Yeah, I started when season 2 was done, I believe. Just before the Crusade.
Yeah. Or not season, let's
So-
go with part. Part is better.
Yeah, part. So I've been watching it for a very long time, and I need to pick it up again.
You need, I will say, I think thus far that part 6 is better than part 5. I didn't really feel the
which
Giovanni
parts are it?
JoJo.
You're saying that part 6, which
Yeah, like
is
the current season on Netflix.
It's better than part 5.
The very newest season, which is currently airing
is
on Netflix.
better than the Italian Giorno, was it?
Yeah.
I just didn't get the feel for Giorno.
Thus far, I can agree. Thus far, I haven't watched the entirety. I've just watched 6 or 7 episodes now of the newest JoJo with Jolene.
Yeah, but we are not supposed to spoil
no
this shit.
spoilers.
Or
Is
season
it
5.
Okay, I said the name, but
No, but you cannot spoil part 5 either.
okay.
No, you're not done
I
with
think the part 6, the newest Netflix release, is better than part 5. I think thus far.
And I'm not spoiling by saying I just didn't connect as well with the characters in part 5.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yep, and currently on Netflix, the first 12 episode of part 6 is out. Don't know when the rest is releasing, but probably within a couple of months. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of anime and shit, it's Sunday today, so it's anime day. Yeah.
Sunday is always anime day.
Yeah.
As with any other day, Thomas.
As any other day, yes.
There's new animes every day. You just have to know them all.
No, I usually keep my anime binged up till Sunday, and then I watch it, and then I'm done.
Okay,
Yeah, good.
okay.
I watch them as they release throughout the week. When I'm watching something weekly. If not, I
Sunday
binge
is Demon Slayer Day, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Well, I've spoken to people, and they say you do not have to watch the movie. You just watch the series, because you get more information that way. Because
Perhaps.
the series is longer than the movie, right?
Yeah, because the movie stops at the same place as episode 7 on the new season. So I believe today's episode, because we're recording on a Sunday, will go further than the movie did.
Yeah, of course.
Because
but
the movie is basically like 3 or 4 of those series episodes.
The movie
Like
is
episode-
like 2 hours long, so
So it's
Yeah.
it's about
from episode 2,
6, 7 thereabout.
So it's from like episode 2 through 6, 7.
Yeah.
Something like that. That's the movie content.
That's the movie content.
Yeah, but they say that you get a lot more context in the series than the movie. Even though
might be, they might have cut some parts in between in the movie.
I watched the series, the episodes. That's what I've stuck to.
I didn't know this when the movie released, so I saw the movie, and I hold off on the series now because the content is mainly the same. So I just needed some time in between or apart before I start watching again.
Yeah, I haven't started on Demon Slayer either. Not season 2. I've done with season 1. And I hear rumors that My Hero is getting fucking good now. Like, real good.
I have a feeling with like My Hero is that it goes like in waves up and down. It's like as with a lot of other like long running animes, it has very good parts and it has like other parts.
Yeah, of course, but now it's like really, really good. From what I hear. And then you got Jujutsu Kaisen 0 coming out.
Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Zero, the movie.
Zero, that's the movie. It's a prequel movie, right?
Yeah, it's a prequel movie. It's coming.
I want to consume all of Jujutsu Kaisen. It's like it gives me Jujutsu Kaisen gives me the feeling that when I started out in animes that Naruto and Bleach gave me. It was like this is it. To me, at that moment, it's like this is the shonen anime to watch.
Yeah, but the thing about Jujutsu Kaisen, there's stakes in Jujutsu Kaisen. It's real. It's good shit. It's good.
Yeah, it's like I think I described it as a modernized Bleach vibe, modernized Naruto vibe. It's like you can't compare the shows directly, but the vibes is like you get the sense in Naruto and Bleach is like they get in dire situations, but there's no real consequences.
No, because
like they get through it eventually, somehow, amazingly. And a few characters does die, but it's not like that's very rare. But in Jujutsu Kaisen, you get other vibes. It's like I don't know. But
you don't need people dying to get stakes, but but
you need
the animation,
some consequences.
Yeah, you need consequences, but the action scenes are just the hypest, right?
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
They're so good animated. I was about to say in Attack on Titan, but everyone dies there. So it's
fucking that's a shit show of deaths. That's
that's an R-rated show as well, I believe.
I imagine.
At least yesterday, I watched like top 20 R-rated animes, like a list. Compilation on YouTube, and Attack on Titan was one of them in the middle of the list, alongside Prison School, which we watched last year, last Christmas. That's an R-rated anime as well.
Yeah, it's R because of other reasons.
Yeah. Not the blood and gore, but I figured I've seen about half of the R-rated movies on that list I saw. If I find it again, I'll post it on Facebook. And I'll make a note of that at once.
Did you guys ever see Mob Psycho?
Mob Psycho 100. Yes.
Did you know there's a season 2?
Yes, I watched that as well.
Good for you, because now it's a season 3.
Ooh.
Coming to you.
Never saw it.
You should.
It's entertaining. It's not like hard-hitting stuff, but it's an entertaining action show. It's like, it's
my
easy
list
to
is
watch.
so long. My list of animes are so fucking long.
Okay. It's one of those very easy to watch while you're eating something. If you could put it into that category, it's like, that's where it belongs.
Speaking of which, not anime related, but I believe tomorrow at the time of recording, a couple of days ago when the episode release, the new season of The Expanse just started on Prime as well.
I need to catch up on that as well.
Yeah,
and I've been all caught up since last year's. Because I basically binged all 5 seasons that had come out last Christmas. So.
Shit, I have so much good stuff to watch. I think I watched 2 seasons of The Expanse.
Yeah, same.
So, and I know there's no reason because I never picked it up again. I know it's good and I know I'll enjoy it. It's just hitting that play button.
It's very
just
good.
Restarting it, yeah.
Though I believe season 3 might have been a little slower than the rest because I binged it and saw everything basically in a line. I felt that it's kind of dipped down a bit and then went back up again. And I believe season 3 might have been the little dip in the the quality.
Well, I don't think I've even started season 3, so
neither have I.
But the show overall is really good.
But speaking of sci-fi that is really good, have any of you seen Firefly?
Yeah.
I have not.
Is it
and
good?
I've heard it's
I watched it before it was a cult classic even, and it's really awesome. It's like a western vibe over it, almost like. And it's really awesome, and it's only 13 or 15 episodes long and a movie. And it has a good cast. Good cast.
Yeah, people are saying it's a really good watch.
It is really good, and it got the guy from Castle. What's his name again? The guy who played Castle in the show.
Yeah, I know who he is, but I don't know his name.
And you got Alan Tudyk in it, and Summer Glau. So, good cast.
Yeah, maybe I will watch it this winter.
You should watch it. It's one of the sci-fis that really should be watched.
Yeah.
One of the legendaries at this point.
One of the legendaries, yeah.
But don't you have a list of very classical things that you should have seen?
Sopranos.
The list of classic stuff one should see is always long. But if you can categorize the list into sub-genres, like for Firefly, like one of the classic sci-fis you should watch.
Yeah. Don't you have games that are like that as well? Like a game that you really should have played, but you, for some reason in life, you haven't played it.
Yeah.
You should play through Witcher 3.
We should play through Witcher 3.
Oh, you're not done with it. You stopped.
No, I'm not.
After grinding through the first 2 games.
Yeah, I play it in like spurts of 1 or 2 days where I'll just play for the entirety of the day and get partways through the story as like, okay, I've played this for a while now. I want to play something else.
Yeah. But I shall force myself this winter because I got holidays, right?
Yeah, and we got no podcast.
Yeah,
No.
so I will force myself to a weekend and just play the shit out of it.
Good.
Okay.
Just to get it done.
I'll see if I can play the remastered edition of Mass Effect this Christmas.
Well, I feel kind of bad because I got this this friend. She's a girl, so I'm not supposed. How can I say that a girlfriend? Right? She's not a girlfriend. She's a girly friend. But anyhow,
a friend who happens to be female.
Yeah.
I have a female friend.
I have a female
rarity
friend.
in the gamer society today.
Yeah.
A unicorn.
A unicorn. No, but
Okay, moving on.
It doesn't really matter what gender she is. It's just that yeah. Right. Anyhow.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah, she loves Zelda, and I feel like a terrible person that haven't played this shit yet. And I cannot get myself to play through Zelda, right? Even though I know Ocarina of Time is very good. I have it on my DS. I can play it anytime I want.
It takes some effort to jump into an old title, even if you know it's very good, because you have to cope with the old stuff.
Zelda is one of those games that has aged very good. It has aged so good. You can play it on the 3DS and it's wonderful, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
on the 3DS.
On the 3DS, and I am amazed how good it held up, right? But I cannot play this shit because I don't like Zelda. Fuck it.
You just set the internet on fire, dude.
If this doesn't light up controversy, then I don't fucking know.
No,
You're a gamer and you don't like Zelda?
This will be the first post on Twitter in a long ass time. Junior don't like Zelda. Thinks it sucks.
No, I don't think it sucks. No. It's not for me, right?
That doesn't generate as much controversy. So you think it sucks.
That's the title.
That's what I'll tell people on Twitter.
I acknowledge this is good, but it's not a game for me.
That sounds boring. Thomas, Junior hates Zelda.
I'll fix it on Twitter.
We're putting words into his mouth.
I'm not censoring Junior on Twitter, I'm just hyping him up a bit.
Well,
like every fucking journalist was like...
I'm becoming the true villain here.
I'll just make that the main title. Junior hates Zelda, he thinks it sucks. And then underneath I'll write with smaller letters, Zelda isn't for Junior.
Isn't that what journalists do anyway?
Yeah, it is.
And what are the fucking consequences? Nothing.
But it might make people read the damn article.
They get attention.
Yeah.
They get clicks and more ad revenue. That's the consequence.
And that's what we want.
Yeah, but speaking of, because we don't like every type of game, right?
Right.
And I wrote the problem with JRPGs. I love JRPGs, right?
Yeah.
But there's one huge problem, and that's the pacing of a JRPG. Right?
You mean the slow pace?
The super slow pace. Yeah, because every fucking JRPG starts with you collecting a cat or a dog or doing some fetch quest. Right? And I understand that you have to build characters, but holy fucking hell, I don't need this every single JRPG.
Yeah, because the JRPG is like, yeah, you're just this innocent boy, you're playing with sticks, you're chasing the cat, that's the first main objective, get the cat down from the tree. And the last objective is kill God and save the world.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah.
That entire journey takes you about, I don't know, 50 to 60 hours of gameplay. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but I'm not against the 50 to 60 hours gameplay. I totally understand that. But just the start is so boring. It's a slug to get through, right?
Yeah, you don't always have to start at the very bottom.
No, but then I played a new Tales game. Tales of Arasia? What is it? Tales of Arise. And they did the pacing very brilliantly. Because because you start as the main character with amnesia, of course, in a slave labor camp instead. And you start to break out, and I spent 6 hours to kill the main villain in this place, in the slave camper labor, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
6 hours, and it's so good to see a JRPG just refresh, and you kill someone in the first hours.
Okay, was that the entirety of the game though?
No,
6 hours. Okay.
No, because you got a lot of slave camps and segregation, so you're kind of rallying everyone, and yeah.
Okay, but your point is like within the first 6 hours, you've like gained a reasonable amount of progress compared to like other JRPGs. Within like the first 6 hours, you went from like fetching a cat down from a tree to like delivering a mail to the postman in the town over. That's what you've done in 6 hours in other JRPGs.
And I'm done with all the tutorials. I think I was done with all the tutorials in the 2-hour mark or something.
Isn't that not one of like the traits of the Persona games? You're like doing tutorials for like 20 hours or something.
Yeah, Persona. I fucking love Persona, but it's so fucking bad pacing and notorious for the tutorial because there's a lot of mechanics in that game.
So you're doing tutorials, need like small bits of tutorial for like 20 hours until you learn the entire how the game works for 20 hours.
And Persona is so you got the dungeon part, right? Where you're doing the JRPG stuff. And then you got your social life.
The school part.
The school part. And there's tutorials in the school part as well. Because you're doing silly things like gaming or... Yeah. You're doing things in your social life that affects your dungeon life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to do those things as well. And you get a lot of story, right? So it's very good. It's very good. Would recommend.
But the pacing is kind of bad.
The pacing is super bad.
Well, speaking of JRPGs, for years I've played this game called Final Fantasy XIV, the MMORPG.
Don't think you ever told us that on this podcast before.
No. And recently, as of December the 3rd, Friday last week, no, that won't be correct as of the release of this podcast. But Friday the 3rd of December, the newest expansion released for Final Fantasy XIV. It's called Endwalker. And me not being super into it, I haven't like set aside time to like super game it for like the entirety of the day, as I've been working regular work week and such and such. So it's just like, okay, get home from work, shower, eat, do my stuff, watch an anime or watch an episode of Sopranos, and then try to log on to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Being stuck in the fucking queue for like, I don't know, some people say they've been stuck for 2 or 3 hours in the queue before they could even fucking log in. And that's where it's like, okay, I'm gonna be in this queue for like, let's see, I'm spot like 7,000 and I moved up 100 places in like 10 minutes. That equates to about 3 hours. It's like, nah, I ain't waiting for this shit. I'm playing something else. So that's my Final Fantasy Endwalker experience thus far, because I need to like plan my logins, because the login queues are like fucking... you have to like plan ahead. You like have to start logging in and expect to be logged in 2 or 3 hours. And
you should just log in, then make your dinner, then watch the episode of
Sopranos while eating what dinner. You kind of have to do. And then you have to do some more waiting. Yeah.
And then you need to be online.
I just tried to make an example, because when we started this podcast, I entered the queue to log into Final Fantasy. And what I got now, I logged in at, you can see the screen is probably black because I switched to the Final Fantasy window. I started at place number 4,000 or something in queue. And now I'm number 3,000 in queue. However, I've got this error message. It says, lobby server connection has encountered an error. Okay. And I'm back to the start of the queue again. Because my game just reset. So I have to re-enter the queue again.
Well...
So basically, Endwalker just gained back all the players who have dropped off since.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and a lot more because of the huge Activision Blizzard scandal that's been going rampant for the past year. So it's gained a huge amount of popularity.
And players.
And players. And especially with the release of the expansion. Well, creds to them. I've heard it's been a smooth launch, like bug-wise and crash-wise. It's not been like crashing or it's been buggy. No, it's been very stable for the few people that has been able to log in. Because I haven't. I just logged in for a few moments and I was like, I don't have any more time because I spent it all trying to log in.
Yeah, but I can't imagine that it isn't a lot of people that gets in, right? You said a
yeah,
few
well, the
people.
servers are full. The servers are fucking full, especially in peak hours.
So now it's a lot of people that is playing that, right?
So if I want to play this game tonight, I have to start logging in now and expect to be logged in 2 or 3 hours later.
No, well, I play Final Fantasy 14 as well, but I play it in waves. So I will wait maybe a month before I start to get into this content, because, well, of course, there's the race, of course, right? To get to the end game.
If you want to participate to get to the end game very quickly, but if you're like, if you are like me, and I think you are, you're just like, I just want to consume the content at my own pace. So I've said to myself, like, I don't expect to be able to play it regularly until like the end of the year, after Christmas times. That's when I expect to be able to play it regularly. Because I've got other games on my radar as well that I could be spending time actually playing instead of waiting in queue to log in.
Yeah, but I can imagine that it sucks for people, because the social aspect of Final Fantasy 14, like the first raids, right? Doing it with friends and stuff.
Yeah. Getting the first, like, joining in when everybody is new to these dungeons and these raids, and everybody has an open mindset. And I was like, we're everybody new here. Let's go try this and have fun. And a month or two down the line, people will have a different mindset about this. When you are new to this, a month later, the vast majority of players who are more hardcore than you are like, you should know this shit. It's like they don't have the same mentality as you, and it's like, it's not the same experience.
Then you can just tell them, I've been stuck in queue for the last 7 months.
Okay.
I totally get that. It's a very special thing, especially the first clears. You can clear something with friends, like the first time. That's really nice. But even it is. And Final Fantasy 14 isn't really bad at it. The community is really good at keeping new players, like, they are not toxic.
Accepting new players. It's like understanding.
That is the main strength of Final Fantasy 14, I would say.
Yeah, I've heard so as well.
That
I don't have, like, especially from people in Final Fantasy, that has come from certain other MMORPGs. They've come from World of Warcraft, a vast majority of them. And they were like, I don't expect people to be nice here. It's a surprise. People are actually nice in here. It's like, why wouldn't they be? And they're like, because we're not used to it. They're used to toxicity. They're used to elitism. So that's nice with the Final Fantasy community, at least.
I don't know why, though, because you got some raids that are so difficult, and when people start fucking up, everything goes to shit, right?
Oh yeah, you do have the super difficult stuff as well. However, it's not forced upon the majority of people. It's very optional. I think that's the key.
No, you're talking about the real cream of the top, but you got some lower dungeons that are made in the roulettes, right? That are very hard.
Okay.
Yeah, so people can fail. Where you got those mechanics.
Yeah, right.
Well,
and if people die and fail in there, it's usually with like, you're new to the game, let's try again. And it's like, it kind of sucks, but people don't rage over people failing things they're new at or something. New players.
Yeah, because I've been in dungeons or raids for like an hour. It is supposed to take like 15 minutes. But because people are failing, but it doesn't get any better if we just leave them. Right?
Yeah.
You need to teach everybody, right? To get the good. Even though they are strangers.
Yeah, but I think that's the mentality that like keeps it friendly. I think more friendly at least. I'm not saying there's no toxicity or in Final Fantasy 14, but less so than in other games, other communities. And I can't pinpoint an answer exactly why, but just the whole experience just caters to a more friendly community. Somehow.
Talking about queues.
Queues, okay?
Yeah. Escape from Tarkov is getting a wipe today. At this moment. The 12th of 12.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be a lot of queues. And I'm not going to play this shit. Because of those queues.
Right. So Escape from Tarkov is not on your agenda today.
No, but Escape from Tarkov is like... It got this real race to get to endgame, right?
Oh yeah, because it's like very like advantageous if you get good gear and good weapons, like after a server wipe, after an update.
Yeah. If you become the Chad, you can kill everyone. That isn't. But then you got this crazy person with a shotgun and he can one-shot you.
The one that like basically starts out with trash, but he's so good that he can just own you still.
Yeah. So gear matters, but raw skill is even better. You can compensate with gear, but you cannot compensate the skills, right?
Okay, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to join the race again. Sit in a corner, wait for people, and just lurk.
You're looking forward to join the race in about a month's time.
Yeah, and shoot a guy in the head with a pistol or something. It takes many tries, but I will do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the last topic, and it's just a minor rant. My son plays Fortnite.
Yep.
And has been cocking about with the settings a lot lately.
He has
been fucking around with the settings.
Yeah.
With the settings.
The settings in the game, yeah.
Okay, is that a problem?
It is constantly changing his settings.
Okay.
Last week he was super into the fucking FPS.
Okay, yeah.
So he wanted like his screen is locked to 144.
Yeah.
His graphic card can only do 120, I believe, because that's where he maxed out. And he had changed it to 300 or unlimited, and it didn't go any further, and this was a huge problem for him. And we had to do something about this immediately. And I was like, no, it won't go any further. Your screen is locked to 144 anyways, so you couldn't pass that if you wanted. I said that afterward, because when I said 144 on the screen, he was like, yeah, but it doesn't even go to 144. It stops before that. And I was like, yeah, probably your graphic card caps at 120, but that's more than enough. Like, half of those you game with play it on Xbox and PlayStation, and they're around 30. If they're lucky, they can cap it at 60 max.
Yep. And you do notice the difference when you go from 60 to 30 FPS.
You probably do.
Yeah. But after that, after you go from 60 to 100, it's not as... It's noticeable, but if you go from 100 to 120, not so much. No, 120 to 140, very little. It's diminishing returns the higher you go. The biggest gain is in the lower FPSs because of like percentage.
But I watched him play a bit, and he had the counter on top where you could see how much FPS was being used at all the time. And it ranged between 90 and 120, so it doesn't matter how high it would have been.
Yeah, that's very acceptable.
Gone down to a lower, so it's okay.
It's very it's a very privileged position to be able to complain that you can get only 90 FPS in your lowest dips. It's like, that's... you should try...
And then he has been cocking around some more in the settings, and yesterday he was playing and he couldn't do the building stuff, or edit the buildings, or whatever it was. He was like, oh, you can't do it, it doesn't happen anything. And I was like, what did you do this time? He was like, I didn't do nothing.
Sure.
Did it unbind the key?
That was my thought as well, but actually he hadn't, so I think it was just a bug or something. Because the key binding was correct as it should have been and everything, so... I told him to restart the computer. See if that helped, but it didn't. He reset the settings, didn't help, so... But today it's working fine, so I believe it's fuck up on the other end.
Yeah,
but
like
he's constantly in the settings to adjust things with the graphics and whatnot. but he won't notice anything unless he set them on low.
Okay. To put things into perspective, when I started out gaming, when we first got our computer, it was around 2006 or 2007, because shortly after I got my computer, Crysis released in 2007, which was the pinnacle of graphical fidelity and like, this is what PC gaming could look like if you have a good enough graphics card. What I tried to do was like try to get it as good looking as possible and just see how good it looked. It's like, I put everything to the maximum settings and it looked amazing. But I had like single digit FPS. It was like, I had like 7 or 8 frames per second. It's like everything was moving in slow motion. But if I just stood completely still, I could get perfect screenshots because it looked so good for the few frames I did have. It was like getting epic screenshots and putting everything to the max. But it was unplayable.
Well,
and when I put everything to low, I think I had like 30 or 40 FPS. It was like, yeah, this is very playable. It's like...
Yeah, well, I have optimized his game for his computer setup. But he's still going and change things back and forth. And it's like, come on, stop that. You're messing about with it. Play the fucking game. Don't think too much about the settings. Like, fuck it, it's optimized for your computer.
Well, let him do it himself then. And when he breaks something, then
but when
he
eventually fuck up, I have to go back and reset all the stuff.
Then you say, I don't know. Yeah, I would do that. Because that is something the new age parents are doing, right? I heard this.
The problem is I do know.
Yeah. Fixing children's computers and stuff like that. That's a very new age thing, right?
Yeah.
Because I got a colleague, he said his son plays, his daughter plays, right? But everything, they're just using to game and watch thing. They are not capable of doing it themselves, like going on Steam and buy something, or going on the bay, the
the legal bay,
the boat, and get it themselves. So he has to download them for them, right?
I think that's a new kind of change, because when we started out with computers, our parents didn't know computers, so the only solution, obviously, was to fix it ourselves, because that was the only possibility. But now it's different. It's like, yeah, your dad or your mom has dealt with computers their entire lives, and they're more knowledgeable about computers than their kids. So that's the easiest solution right now.
The thing is, he can do it because he watched tutorials and stuff on YouTube, and he just do the same. The problem is he doesn't have the same setup as those guys on YouTube. They tries to max out stuff over the ability of his computer.
Yeah, but the solution is easy. But no. He needs to learn.
I don't want to hear the whining when I'm trying to do something else.
I think you need to be more strict about, you messed it up, try fixing it yourself. I think that will be that will result in more hardship in the beginning, but as he learns to fix stuff himself, he will be more self-sufficient, I think.
Well, I believe in time he will be better than me anyways. So.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think so. Because the new age of...
You don't think so?
No, because everything we have spoken of computers, they're getting so much easier. But at the same time, it's getting difficult to do real stuff on the computer, right? When I complained last week about the Windows.
That was on the Norwegian podcast.
That was on the Norwegian podcast. But I know what you mean. If I had a newly released game and tried to make it work, but it somehow just crashed, I had to fix it myself by like downloading DLL files or like editing config files to make the game work myself. That's not a thing kids do these days, I think.
No,
I did that on an old game, an old Pirates of the Caribbean game, or Caribbean game. You could go in one of the files and just edit the stuff you had, or the number of stuff you had in your inventory.
The gold.
The gold, yeah. So I just had the gold and saved the file, and when I logged into the game, there was gold! So yeah, you can't do that no more then.
Is it the old Pirates of the Caribbean when you're getting boats and shit?
Yeah.
Crew? Yeah.
I think I remember that game.
Yeah, it's so good. We used to we used to dip gold by going to the Loan Shark.
Loan Sharks, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it.
Yeah, because it was always
that was just bad game design, because you could just ask the loan shark to loan the maximum amount of money and loan the maximum amount of money. But there were no repercussions after it. You could just loan money and there were no consequences.
Yeah, that would fuck me up today.
Bad
because
game design.
I would constantly be thinking, holy fuck, when does he hit me? When does get assassinated or something?
No, there were no... It was bad game design because there were no consequences.
Dude, that would be awesome if the loan shark had his own pirates after you. Pirateers, right?
Yeah.
That would be an awesome game design.
We should make it happen in our new game.
In our new pirate game.
Tipsy in Caribbean.
Drinking all the beer and rum.
Yeah, it's a bar simulator. You're designing and running a bar.
Well, with that, are we done?
Yeah, with that
we
are done.
rambled for well over an hour.
Yep, we have hit the magic mark.
Yes!
Yes.
And with that, if you guys, our listeners, wants to ask us anything or want to hear us discuss a particular topic, you want to give us hate or love, send us a message at tipsywednesday@gmail.com. Write to us in our Facebook group, Tipsy Wednesday. Remember to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and join our Discord server.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, goodbye.
Adios.
Goodbye.